Hello, and welcome to day 16 of the 21-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. I hope you're feeling nice and rested after our 2 days off. Today, the reason we had 2 days off is today we're going to come all the way through to the end of seated. So we will have done all our Surya A and Bs, all of our standing and all of our seated positions. So last week we got up to Baddha Konasana, seated angle pose. Bound angle pose, and now we're going to add on a few more positions after that. Those positions are a wide leg seated forward fold, and then we balance on the sit bones and lift the leg, and then we lie back with the legs wide and come up, balance again. Then we lie down and we do Supta Padangusthasana, which is the same as the standing balance when we hold the leg out and take it wide and bring it back in, but we're lying down. And then we add in a couple more, which is essentially like a forward fold, but we roll back and find the feet and come back up and balance. So modifications I will show as always, and what you may need are your blocks and a belt, which I'm just going to get out of my cupboard because I forgot to get them. The glamour, just ignore this bit. And then we can get going. So 2 blocks and a belt. Remember to work within your own maximum, so lots of modifications if you need, or if you're feeling full of energy, just try and stick with me, the pace will keep going, and we'll probably need over an hour today, probably 15 max. Okay, when you're ready, let's go. Starting at the front of your mat, let's get the palms together at the center of the heart. We'll begin our practice today on and on. So close the eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. And on your next inhale, take a breath in through the nose, exhale for Exhale, release hands to the side. Surya Namaskara A, gently blink open the eye. Before we begin movement, engage in Ujjayi breathing. In and out through the nose, creating audible sound as you breathe. Maintaining the rhythmic breath throughout your practice. Exhale here. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step to plank. Now knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. If you've got your chaturanga, keep the thighs lifted. Contract the glutes as you rise upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Mala, inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands by the side. 4 more of these. Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step to plank and work through chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Come to stillness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Now our inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, press the palms, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti, 3 more. Ekam, inhale, gaze to thumbs. Due, exhale, forward fold, gaze to tip of nose. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back, look forward. Chatwari, step or jump. Lower through Chaturanga, gaze off the tip of your nose. Pancha, inhale, stay with the gaze at the tip of the nose as you look up. Shat, exhale, downward dog. Gaze towards navel or upper thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapta, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Now I inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to side. Samasthiti, 2 more. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Due, exhale, forward fold. Maybe you can now plant the palms to the floor. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump. Engage the glutes and lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. 1, 2, remembering to work at your own maximum, your own best ability. 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step or jump it through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Now I inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, press the palms, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti, last one of A's. Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump, lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, draw the lower belly in. 2, see if you can engage the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. 3, 4, and 5. Supta, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Now I inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, press the palms, look up. And exhale, hands to side. Well done. Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms to your Utkatasana. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump, work through Chaturanga, elbows tight to torso, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Low lunge or warrior 1, right foot steps through, deep bend in the front knee, lift the arms, look up to thumbs. Ashtanga, exhale, step back and lower down. Lower, inhale, upward facing. Dashara, exhale, downward facing dog. Ekadasha, left foot forward, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Dvedasha, exhale, step back and lower down. Feeling warm now. Trayodasha, inhale, upward facing. Chaturdasha, exhale, downward facing for 1. In Ashtanga, we want to build this heat. 2, also known as our tapas. 3, unfortunately not the lovely food. 4, tapas in Sanskrit means to burn, to purify. 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Shodasha, exhale, forward fold. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift the arms, gaze to thumbs. Exhale to stand, 2 more. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Dvay, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump. Engage the glutes, create that straight line. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Supta, step the right foot through, lift the arms. Nice long stance between the front and back foot. Ashta, exhale, lower down. Lower, inhale, upward facing. Desha, exhale, downward facing dog. Ekadasha, inhale, left foot forward, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Dvayadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale, 5 breaths. 1. Keep a fixed gaze. 2. And allow the eyes to almost blur. 3. As we begin to move inward. 4. Move into that rhythmic pace. 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump. Rise to flat back. Shodasha, exhale, forward fold. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift the arms. Utkatasana. Exhale to stand, last one. Ekam, inhale. Dvay, exhale. Trini, inhale. Are you still using Ujjayi breath? Chatwari, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, deep breath. Ashta, exhale, deep breath. Noah, inhale. Desha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale. Dvayadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump. Rise to flat back at the front of your mat. Shodasha, exhale, forward fold. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. Exhale to stand. Whew. Hands to waist, step or jump the feet hip distance apart. And continue Ujjayi breathing, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes, bend the knees if you need. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Relax the head and shoulders down. 2. Lightly draw the shoulders away from the ears. 3. Elbows splay out wide to the side. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back, draw the lower belly in. Hands under feet, Padahastasana. Inhale, rise to flat back, toes touching the creases of the wrist. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Again, bend the knees if you need. 2. Try and get a straight line from the heel of the foot to the glute by tipping the weight forward very gently into the feet, into the toes. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back, look forward, draw the belly in. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to side, step or jump the feet together. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, step the right foot back, lift the arms, face the back of your mat. Gaze over the right middle finger the whole time. As you exhale, reach forward, and then take the gaze down, hand inside of leg. Roll the gaze up on the inhale to the left thumb for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Inhale, rise to T. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. As you exhale, reach forward and come down onto the left side. Utthita Trikonasana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen the legs. 5. Inhale, rise to T. Left foot in, right foot out. Square the shoulders and hips to the back of the mat. Lift the left arm. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Forward fold. Hand comes to a block or the outside of the front foot. Eventually the palm presses to the floor. Lift the right arm or hand to back for 1, 2, 3, stretching and building strength in the lower body. 4, 5. Inhale, rise all the way to T. Right foot in, left foot out. Front of the mat. The hip closes in, legs are straight. Lift the right arm. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching hand to a block or right hand to outside of front foot. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolve triangle. 1, if the arms, top arms lifted, gaze to the left thumb. 2, draw that left hip back, lengthen. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, step forward, Samastitihi. Extended side angle. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Inhale, step the right foot, much longer stance. Lift the arms, exhale, bend the right knee. Elbow to knee or hand to outside of foot. Option to take a block under the hand. For 1, gaze to the left hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T, right foot in, left foot out. Exhale, bend the left knee. Reach forward, releasing the left hand to outside of foot. Otherwise, elbow to knee. 2, Ujjayi breathing. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise, left foot in, right foot out. Square the shoulders and hips back of the mat. Let's step the foot wide. So working into this pose, your back knee drops. Exhale, bend through the front knee. Left elbow comes across the midline, latches onto the outside of the front knee. Hand to floor or hands to prayer. This top arm can come up and over, your choice. 1, otherwise hands to prayer. 2, revolved extended side angle. 3, just check in with your breath. 4, 5, well done. Inhale, rise up to T. Exhale, right foot in, left foot faces forward. I like to step my foot wide so I can keep the heel down. Exhale, bend through the front knee. Right elbow latches onto the outside of that front knee. Hand to floor, outside of foot, or hands to prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, step forward. Samastitihi, hands by the side. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, step the foot wide. Exhale here. A to D. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands back in line with the feet. Bend the elbows. Engage the arms towards each other. Relax the neck. 1, 2. So you don't want your head touching the floor. 3. Eventually we want the head through the legs. 4. So if your head is on the floor, bring your feet closer together. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, release. Prasarita B. Inhale, lift the arms to T. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, roll the shoulders and elbows. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Same thing. This time the hands stay on the waist, increasing the stretch through the back of the body. 1. Lengthen the back of the neck. 2. 3. 4. 5. Deep inhale to rise all the way to standing. Exhale, release the hands to side. Prasarita C, inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlink the fingers. Take a belt if you need between the hands. Exhale, forward fold, releasing the hands towards the ground behind you. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, Prasarita D, hands to waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Wrap peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the elbows high. 1. Gaze off the tip of your nose. 2. Avoid the temptation to start looking around. 3. 4. Avoid the temptation to close the eyes. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to waist, draw the belly in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step forward. Samastitihi. Pasvottanasana, taking the hands to prayer behind the back. Turn the palms forward, chest lifts, press the shoulders back, thumbs in to create internal rotation. Hands to elbows, fists together, or hands to prayer. Inhale, step the right foot back, roll round. Place the back of your mat a short distance between the front and back foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Both legs remain straight. 1, tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. 2, 3, 4. Drishti is to the right big toe. 5, Pada Drishti. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, roll the right foot in, left foot out, face the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold over the left leg. 1. If your hands are in full prayer, lift the elbows to join the palms together. 2, gaze, Pada Drishti to the front big toe. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step forward. Samastitihi. Standing balance, Utthita Hasta Paramesthasana. So take your belt or lifting the knee and working from here. Straight standing leg, remember, shoulders over hips. If you want to go further, reaching the right arm forward and seeing if you can lift the foot to the hand. 1, coming into your variation. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, take it wide. 1, 2, gaze over left shoulder. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to midline. Hands to waist, point the toe. 1, 2, strong standing leg. 3, engage that hip flexor. 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Straight onto the other side. Inhale, lift the leg or bend the knee for 1. 2, fixed gaze, look forward. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, externally rotate. Gaze over the right shoulder. 1, 2, shoulders back and down. Chest lifts. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to the midline. Exhale, release, hands to waist. 1, 2, 3. Keep the leg lifted. 4, 5. Exhale, release. Samastitihi. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Padmottanasana, forward fold. Tree position, option 1, hands to prayer. Option 2, right ankle above left knee, squat into that single leg squat. Option 3, close the knee joint, lift it up, draw the heel towards the opposite groin. Wrap the right hand behind the back, see if you can take the bind. Now, if that knee isn't pointing down, like mine isn't today, just stay lifted. Otherwise, you can come into that forward fold. 1, so my right hand is reaching round to my left elbow, and my left hand is holding the foot into the crease of the groin. 4, 5. Inhale, lift the knee, rise up, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samastitihi, onto the other side. Inhale, bend the left knee. Tree position, that one-legged squat pose. Otherwise, the foot comes into the opposite groin crease. 1. So if you need a little bit longer, 2, meaning if you feel tighter, 3, then you can pause me and stay here for a few more breaths. 4, if I wasn't being filmed, I'd probably take about 15 breaths here. And 5. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, release. Well done. Step to the front of your mat, Samastitihi, feet together, hands by the side. Sun salutation A to Utkatasana chair pose. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Now what's going on with your Ujjayi breathing? Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, step or jump. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Inhale, step or jump. Inhale, lift the arms. 1, Utkatasana. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, step or jump. Lower through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Warrior 1, right foot forward. So the back heel drops in and down. Lift the arms, 1. Bend the knee, 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, straighten the leg, roll round, face the back of your mat. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, reposition Warrior 2, stay on the left side for 1. Engage the triceps by pressing the fingers. 2, soften the shoulders away from the ears. 3, contraction of the lower abdominals. 4, keep the arms as they are. 5, inhale, straighten the left leg. Roll round, face the front of your mat, bend the right knee. 1, Virabhadrasana B, right side. 2, let that heat build. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cartwheel the hands either side of the front foot. Exhale, slide it back, work through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, look forward. Step, jump, hop through. Seated position, straighten the legs, straight into Dandasana. Palms either side, pressing down under the shoulders. 1, active legs, draw the belly in. 2, chest lifting. 3, pelvic floor engaged, drawing up. 4, 5. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Inhale, fingers wrap around the big toe, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Gaze towards the toes. 1, 2, come out of the rounding of the back into the hamstrings. 3, lengthen the front of the body. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Stay here or move into the second variation, hands to sides of feet. Exhale, forward fold. Now, of course, you can take the belt around the soles of the feet. Otherwise, you can take a bend in the knees. For 2, lengthen through the back of your neck. 3, looking forward. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Stay here or going deeper, extending the hands past the feet, finding one hand wrapping around the opposite wrist. 1, Paschimottanasana C. 2, this time, slight rounding of the spine, forehead drops down to shins. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release the bind. Take them behind you. Point the toes, fingers, hips spread wide. Bend the knees as a modification. Otherwise, lift the pelvis, press the big toes to the floor. Take the gaze behind you. 1, 2, 3. Contract the glutes, lift the pelvis. 4, 5. Exhale, chin to chest, lower down. First vinyasa, remember you can work on bending the ankles, drawing in and out. Otherwise, planting the hands, lift the bum, step or jump, and work through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Can the thighs come off the mat? Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, step or jump through, look forward, past the front of your mat. Slide it through. Ooh. Straighten the legs. Ardha Baddha, Padma, Paschimottanasana. Close the knee joint, take it out to the side. This is your option 1. Option 2, scoop up the heel, plant the foot above the opposite knee. If you feel that in your hip already, fantastic. You've already got that. Otherwise, open the joint, wiggle the foot up towards the opposite crease. And then we're working on pressing that knee towards the ground. And you can take a block underneath for support. Stay here. Otherwise, hands around the left foot. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold, flat book. 1, gaze to the toes. 2, so I can identify that my hips are feeling tight today. 3, so I'm going to use my block. And maybe I'm not going to push as far in my forward folds. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Bend the knee and take it out. Straight onto the other side. Bend the left knee. Take it out to the side. Sole of foot against the inside of thigh is option 1. Option 2, foot above knee. Option 3, drawing it nice and gently into the opposite crease. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, forward fold. So again, I'm modifying here. Really, the left hand comes behind and grabs the big toe. 3, this is still a great position. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to your flat back. Exhale, release. From here, coming into vinyasa. Otherwise, you can just stay here, working, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Look forward. Lift the bum high. Step or jump the feet through. Eventually, those feet will slide through and back. So maybe I'll do a video on that actually. Bend the right knee, Trianga Mukha. Take it behind you, point the toe. Make sure that the foot's tucked in nice and tight towards the thigh. Roll that right calf out. If you're wonky, like you're falling off to the left, block underneath the left sit bone. Right toes engaged. Inhale, reach forward. Flat back, exhale, forward fold. 1. 2, any irritation through the front of the foot or the back of the heel, take a block under the left bum cheek. 3, to release the pressure. 4, the thighs are together, running parallel. 5, inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Block under the right bum cheek now. Taking the left leg back. So draw the knees together, thighs closed, the calf rolls out. I'm on the top of my foot. The foot's not rolling in or out. It's straightening or lengthening the front of the foot. Inhale, hands around the foot or belt around the foot. Exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump. Work through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump. Straighten out the legs, moving into the Janu, A to C. Bend the right knee, take it wide, sole of the foot against opposite thigh, closing the heel towards the groin to encourage the external rotation. Square the hips forward, inhale, hands around the feet, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Now you're welcome to take wrist locks here. One hand wraps around the opposite wrist. 2, that's if we can get the hands extended further than the foot. 3, I find it a little bit easier because I've got such short legs. 4, 5, 6. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Straighten the right leg, straight onto the left. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, drop it wide. Inhale, right, reach forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1, 2. Getting into the lower back, the hamstring, the hips. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release, vinyasa. Now, vinyasas are really good. Inhale to lift. Exhale to step or jump because they keep the heat in the body. When we sit down, we begin to lose that heat. Maybe we begin to get a little bit distracted. Straighten the legs. So do something here. Don't just sit them out. Take the knee wide. Janu Shirshasana B. So we take the hands behind. Remember, the heel of the foot goes on the perineum, space between the anus and the genitals. The toes run down the inside of the foot, so we're stretching the ankle. Reach forward, grab the feet, rise to flat back. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, 3. Work the pelvic floor. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Good. Exhale, release, hands behind. Come off. Left side. Bend the knee, drop it wide. Hands behind the back. Sit up onto the heel. Toes running the inside of the leg. Inhale, reach forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, gaze to the toes. 3, this is where we need to begin to dig deep. 4, this part, the seated sequence, we usually become to get a bit tired, fatigued, or distracted. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. That is why the breath is so important, keeps us focused. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, step or jump through. Janu Shirshasana C. So take your 2 blocks, your 1 block underneath the bum. Bend the right knee. Take it wide to the side and lift the heel. Planting the toes down, the heel lifts. Eventually, the knee comes down. Once the knee is down, we can begin to lean forward. 1. Any irritation in the knee or ankle, 2, or hip, you're coming in earlier version. No forward fold. Take a higher block underneath the sitting bones. 4. Let's take one more. Inhale, exhale. 5. Remember, you don't need to do this. The other option is coming into tabletop and tucking the toes under and doing that toe stretch from there. Working into the fascia of the feet. Left knee out to side, scoop under the heel, drop the toes down and lift the heel of the foot up. nice and gently. Reach the hands forward. If the knee, the left knee can drop to the ground. 1, maybe you want to take a block under there actually. 2, I can feel this so lovely through that QL muscle of the back. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Well done. Come off your block. Work through vinyasa. Inhale, plant the hands, lift, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. Moving into the Marichasana family. Right knee bends, left leg straight. Nice wide distance. Remember, the outer edge of the foot's in line with the outer edge of the hip. Reach the right arm forward, take it inside the knee. This is where we bind. Wrap it around the knee, hand behind the back, forward fold. So take your belt, or options might be coming just into the forward fold and squeezing the knee in. 1, work on the drishti, gaze point towards the big toe. 2, engage with the ujjayi breath again. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, take the bind. So it's quite a quick transition. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1, gaze point forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through. Exhale here. Marichasana B. So the left foot comes into half lotus on the inside of the groin, or you thread the left foot under the bent right knee. Foot comes down and we come back into the bind. So it's your choice where you want to go. Right arm forward inside the knee, take it around, find the bind, forward fold, or this left foot comes under the space here. 2, 3, no knee or wrist, no knee or ankle irritation. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release, straighten the right leg and then the left. Straight onto the other side. Right foot or leg into half lotus. Bend the left knee. Now this may be where you are. Work on getting that knee down. And you might want to stay here without doing the bind. Otherwise, we inhale, take the hands behind the back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. And remember, this is quite an advanced pose. 2. So don't beat yourself up. 3. So long I try and push and shove my body into this. 4. 5. But that's, as we know, isn't yoga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Vinyasa, across the ankles. Inhale, lift off the hands. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga, inhale. Exhale. Step or jump through. Working into Marichasana C. Right knee bends, left leg straight. Right hand behind. Option 1, elbow crease to knee. Option 2, sit up nice and tall. Option 3, take the bind. 1, 2, 3, left toes engaged. 4, 5, excuse me. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. So as I said before, bend the left knee, left hand behind. Lift up and take the elbow to the outside. Traditionally, We do vinyasas in between each side. So once we get to the full primary at the end of the week, 3, that's what we're going to do. 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles, lift up. Exhale, step or jump. Work through chaturanga. Why do we do that in between, everyone? To build the heat and the strength through the body. Marichasana C, D, remember I'm going to modify. So my left foot scoots under the bent right knee. Right hand behind the back is the previous one. And this will be your modification. Further or deeper into the pose is the bind. Well, I'm not going to go there today. 2, take the gaze over the right shoulder. 3, press the weight forward into that left knee. 4, sit up nice and tall. 5, inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Straight onto the other side. Bend the left knee, thread the right foot under, let the right knee drop to the side. Left hand behind you, elbow to outside of the knee, gaze away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles. Inhale, plant the hands, lift. Step or jump. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. Straight into Navasana, boat pose. Bend the knees, lift the arms, lift the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, lift the bum for 1. Straight back up, round 2. 1, 2, squeeze the inner thighs together. 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm laughing. I think I should be crying. Inhale, lift the bum. Straight back up. Maybe straighten the legs. 2, squeeze the inner thighs. 3, any niggles in the lower back, come into an earlier version. 5, cross the ankles, plant the hands, lift up. We've got 2 more. 1, if at any point you need to take a break, hands behind the knee. 2, lift the chest, look up, be focused. 3, 4, 5, cross the ankles, inhale, lift the bum. Last one, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time reach all the way forward. Step or jump to plank and lower down. Now remember, this is when we come to the peak of the mountain. So you're either going to sit and watch, or you're going to jump into a yogi squat, or if you're coming with me, inhale, look forward, jump the feet to the outside of the hands. Sink nice and low, create the ledge through the arms. See if you can cross the feet and lift onto the hands. 1, 2, pelvic floor engaged. 3, 4, 5. Now from here, reach forward. 2, good. 3, 4, and 5. Can you keep the feet off the floor? Come back to Bakasana and jump. Inhale, upward facing. Don't worry, just have the play. Exhale, downward facing. Kurmasana, tortoise pose. Step or jump the feet outside of the hands. And you're either going to wake the ledge in the back of the arms, drop the bum down, and let the feet lift to come down, or just come down to your best ability. Option 1, feet come together, diamond shape in the lower body, forearms rest under, forward fold. Option 2, we're coming down, elbows under knees, And we're trying to straighten the legs. Forehead comes to ground. 1, 2, eventually the legs straighten and the heels lift. 3, deep breaths. 4, 5. Supta Komasana, come up a little, take the hands behind the back, come up, wiggle those feet towards one another. Maybe they cross, and eventually those feet come over the back of the head. 1, eventually the hands join together behind you. 2, I don't think my hands have ever joined behind me. 3, I'm going to blame it on wide hips and short arms. Maybe 4, who knows? And 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, gently, gracefully and with ease, come out of the position. Cross the ankles, inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump back to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Look forward, step or jump through. We move into Garbha Pindasana, embryo pose. So, half lotus, full lotus, or just cross the legs, all are effective. If you're half lotusing, right foot first. Good. I think I'm going to go for half lotus today. So I tuck the other leg underneath. Good. Now from here, traditionally the arms thread through the gap of the feet and we squeeze the knees to chest. Eventually those hands come through and we rest the chin on the hands. I'm not there yet, so I hug, and this is really sufficient, hug the knees into the chest and balance. Take the gaze forward. Let's do 3 breaths here. For 1, just because I've been chatting so much. 2, and 3. Now make sure you don't have anything behind you. Round the back, tuck the chin. We'll do 5 rolls. 1, coming all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, plant the hands. Inhale, lift the bum. 1, 2, Kukutasana. 3, 4, 5, exhale, release. Traditionally, hands through the feet, through the gap of the legs, palms down and lift from there. Inhale, reach forward, step or jump to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. We've gone through the peak of the practice. Exhale, downward dog. Step or jump through. Baddha Konasana, I'll face forward. Soles of the feet together, heels towards you. Interlink the fingers around the feet. Otherwise, hands around the ankles if you can't quite get the lift from the chest. 1, tuck the chin, lift the sternum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Baddha Konasana B. Keep this straightness through the spine. Forward fold, elbows tight to torso. 1, tuck the chin. 2, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. 3, 4, 5. Baddha Konasana C, inhale. Release the hands from the feet, step the heels away. Big toes to base of the toe. Big finger, thumb to base of big toe. There we go. As you exhale, we're going to round the back, this time deep flexion, and draw the forehead towards the foot. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles. Inhale, lift. Step or jump it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump it through, moving into some new positions. Upavista Konasana. Take the legs nice and wide. Lift the sternum, toes draw back towards you. Forward fold, taking the peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Keep the spine nice and long. Eventually we want the torso coming to the floor as opposed to forehead coming to the floor and rounding the back. So keep the chest long. 3, Upavista Konasana. If Baddha Konasana is bound angle pose, this is wide leg, Upavista, wide leg Konasana. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale here. Now we're going to go into a balance from here. So we bend the knees a little, peace fingers around the big toes, and then we press the heels away and lift the chest. Balance on the sit bone. 1, 2, modified version would be bending the knees, pressing the heels and toes away. 3, look up. 4, nice wide leg. And 5, exhale, cross the ankles. Inhale, lift. Step or jump and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump through. Now this one is Supta Konasana. Supta means lying down. So to get there, we lie onto the back, come over, send the legs nice and wide. Same position, we're just on our back. Take the peace fingers around the toes. 1, 2, just see how you feel. You might want to take blocks under the feet if the feet don't touch the floor. 3, and we want strong legs, strong straight legs. 4, and 5. Now from here, we roll forward, balance for 1, exhale, drop forward, touch the chin to the ground for 1, inhale, rise up. Good, we'll work on that. Cross the ankles, inhale, step or jump to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. Lie onto your back, Supta Panangustasana. Now this is the same as the standing balance pose. So your left hand comes onto the left thigh. And you're going to bend your right knee into the chest. Reach inside the knee, wrap the peace fingers around the big toe, and as you extend, exhale, extend the leg out. Now, if this isn't possible and your knee is a little bent, you're going to take your belt around the right foot and extend away. 1, both toes from left and right foot are drawing back towards you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, externally rotate. So like in standing, we take the leg out to the side, the gaze comes over the left shoulder, but this time the focus is in the left bum cheek, and you're using your left hand to press the thigh down to make sure that that left bum cheek isn't rolling to the side. We want this hip squared. Any niggles in the inside of the knee, lift the leg higher. On your next breath in, come back to the midline. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders for 1, and then release. Right hand to the thigh, bend the left knee, peace fingers inside, exhale, extend the left leg. 1, use the belt around the foot if you need. 2, tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck, toes engaged. 3, drishti to big toe. 4, 5, exhale, take it out to the side, gaze over the right shoulder, right bum cheek stays in contact with the mat. 2, so too often I see people trying to press the foot to the floor and their hips roll, so we want squared hips. 5, inhale, back to midline, exhale, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, release. Now there's Chakrasana, backwards chaturanga. If that's not in your practice, we're not going to do that today. Hands under the knees, roll up, step or jump through, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. From there, lie onto your back, Ube Padangusthasana. So it's just like that seated forward fold, but we're doing it backwards. Hand by the body, tuck the chin, take the feet behind you. From here, take the peace fingers around the big toe, forward fold, just upside down, gazing towards the knees or the belly button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise, and we'll stay for 5. 2. Usually we rock back for 1 and up for 5, but we're going to do 5 and 5. 4 and 5. Well done. Cross the ankles. Inhale, lift. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. Lie onto your back. Take the legs overhead. So this is Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana. This time, take the hands to the sides of the feet. 5 breaths. 1. Urdhva means up. 2. Mukha means face. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. 3. So this is a forward fold with our face up. 4. And 5. Now, bend the knees a little, press into the feet and kick the floor away as you rise up. And then once you get here, point the toes. And if you find that you keep rocking back and forth, just keep practicing. I want you to really keep the legs strong and straight and point the toes to create some traction through the arms, which is going to give you support. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Try and close the gap now between the legs and the torso. And 5. Exhale, inhale, lift, exhale, lower down, inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog, step, jump, hop through all the way to seated. You have just done all of seated. Well done, you've done it. We've only got closing to go. Let's come into our 4 last positions, taking the hands behind the back. Yoga Mudra, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, forward fold. 1, let's get back in tune with the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise. Exhale, index finger and thumb together, chin mudra, 10 deep ujjayi breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Upluti, half lotus through the legs, or full lotus, or keep the legs crossed. Your choice. Hands under blocks or hands by the side, squeeze the knees to chest, and then lift, see if you can take the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. If you're in full lotus or not. Last vinyasa. Inhale, step or jump. Feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through. Lie onto your backs. Shavasana, taking rest. Oh, well done. Wiggle those shoulders away from the ears. Now, if you already practice meditation in any way, this would be a good time to exercise that. Alternatively, if you feel that lying down, you get some resistance to this, which a lot of people do, and there are a few techniques that you can use to occupy the mind. The first one is the counted breath. So there's two ways to do this. The first is counting to 4 as you breathe in, slow, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling to a count of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The second option is simply counting down from 31, and inhale and exhale counts for a number, to 0. And if you lose track of the numbering or get to 0, you just start again. So with the eyes closed, inhale, exhale, 31. And so on in your mind until you reach 0 or lose track of the numbering and just start again. If you feel that you are quite comfortable in just tuning out, and you can just stay here, drawing inward and taking rest. We'll finish our practice here, taking a deeper breath back into the body, wiggle the fingers and toes, take a nice deep stretch, bend the knees, roll over to your side, and gently make your way back to seated position. Taking hands to prayer, close the eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Then we'll come into Om to close the practice today. Namaste. You did it. You've just done sun salutations, full standing and full seated of the primary series, and that is a big deal. Well done. That's amazing. Let me know how you got on, how you found it. It's amazing, isn't it? Just when you think, oh my God, it does start to go down a little bit. So well done. We added on those new positions. So we've got Upavista Konasana, which is the V shape, where we come into the forward fold with the legs, and then we balance. And so there's a lot of balancing, and then we start looking at going back and forward, rocking through the length of the spine, working on the balance, and that means the core too, which we've already looked at in the boat pose, Navasana. So it's just really interesting progressions into the next poses. And then, because we've started going back, we begin to go into closing over the next couple of days. And the closing positions are back bend, shoulder stand, which is a lot of that feet behind the head, and headstand. And then we have completed everything. And then we add on those 4 last poses, as we have been every session: Yoga Mudra, breath, Upluti, and rest. So we'll look at it again, but over the next 3 days, I'll be doing a video on back bending, modifying and working up to full back bend, and then what it will look like in the practice: shoulder stand, modifying and building up, and headstand, to modify and to build up. And then we're going to put it all together. So I won't keep talking. I know this is classes are getting a bit longer and longer, but isn't it amazing that we're on day 16? I'd love to hear how your body's feeling, because for me just then the thought was worse than the actual. Anyway, thank you so much, and well done, and I'll see you tomorrow.